Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Scott.
We're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community.
So much more organic. Natural chemistry that's just flowing off of us right
I don't know. I took some peptides not earlier. Wow. If anything ever happens,
We are strong.
Diaz seems stabbed from a downward angle.
well, that eliminates a lot of people.
I don't know.
There's
I've
a
seen
killer
the
with a
fan
step
mail.
stool.
I've seen the fan mail you send to like Andre the Giant.
Yeah. I sure hope he's not reading it. That would be awkward. Where were we at?
Sponsor.
Oh yeah. All right. This episode is brought to you by Stringjoy. Sound better, play butter. Go to you know what? Honestly, we're gonna have a link. You can go to our website, theeffectsloop.com, and there's gonna be a link on there that has our partner page. So you can go through there and you can order, because we've had a lot of people say, like, you know, they don't have our discount, but let them know that, you know, it was because of you guys. So now we have a link that is, if we are on YouTube and you could see us, I'd be pointing down. It's in the description. So go check that out and all that cool stuff.
Are you just like pointing at your nuts right now, being like, it's right here? Just read the link below.
I really was. read my nuts. Sorry. I didn't realize what I was pointing at, and then someone had to bring it to my attention, and now all I can think about is that, and I'm still doing it. Like, well, those are my fingers. But yeah, also this episode is brought to you by our patrons. Go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop and give us money. You can do that, and it makes us happy. It'll make you happy, because if you give enough money, you can join our little chat, and that's where well, that's where the magic happens. We're gonna be like MTV Cribs. $5 or more. That's where the magic happens. So go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop. Stringjoy, go to stringjoy.com. So let's go to what's new.
Actually, don't go to stringjoy.com. Go through our affiliate link.
Oh,
always.
Yeah, always. Do it or else. We'll know.
All right, now that we've threatened our listeners with vague, ambiguous threats.
In all fairness, I feel like them listening to this is a threat in general. Like, if they listen to this every week, I hope they feel threatened. All right, what's new with you, Scott?
Nothing.
Man, I've been having good what's news, and you've been like dropping the ball.
Drew,
maybe you should be buying more stuff. That's what I do.
Remember, like last month when I spent like $2,500 in gear?
Yeah.
So
we call that a manic episode.
Arguable.
That's what I'm in. I'm in one. I know I am.
Yeah.
No,
I have not bought anything new lately, and it's okay. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Okay.
Stop asking. I'm fine. What's new with you, Diaz?
Okay, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I got some. All right. So the Russian trade happened from Russia with love.
I still can't believe this
using
actually worked.
Rotosphere.
I still can't believe it.
Listen, it worked so well. We shipped on the same day. They arrived to each other on the same day through customs going both ways. Like,
they bumped into each other mid-flight and still,
like, yeah, USPS actually rocked it. So people knock the postal service, but I've had no problems with them. But the funny story about that is, so the power supply is not made for US outlets.
Oh, what is it? What does Russia use?
The two thing, the big, like, 2 prongs. Looks like you could put a hot dog on the end.
So just trying to get to Russian power outlet. I got Russian power in, and outlets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down from powerlifting program. power lifter, power plant explosion, power armor.
Ooh, go to power armor. I want to know about Russian power armor.
It's like that scene in Iron Man 2.
Oh, okay.
Russian Power
With the-
Rangers was an option as well.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, links. I'll post a link in the chat. Oh no, it's just Power Rangers in Russian.
Oh,
Weak. They use a standard 220. Yeah, at 50 hertz.
mm-hmm.
Yep, can't use that.
Yeah, so I ordered a 12-volt power supply. I ordered a AC, so now I had to order an AC one, and so I don't know. It has been no use to me yet, but I got that pedal because that pedal's really very 90s alternative in the sense of like it's used real heavy on the intro to Hemorrhage in My Hands by Fuel, and Mike from Incubus uses it quite a bit. So I also went and got a Dan Electro Real Echo I found down in Chattanooga for about $100 less than the cheapest one on Reverb.
So did you
So
drive
I drove 2
to-
hours down there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies in advance if you can hear that siren.
I can hear it. I was very distracted by it.
Yep. Oh, it's getting louder. Here it comes.
Well, Scott's in Russia.
Sounds like a fire truck.
Are you watching Chicago PD or Chicago Fire?
I've never watched any of those shows. Even though like they've been like filming like a block from my office.
I want to see like you watch an episode and you see yourself walk and you're like, wait, what the hell?
I did not consent to that. Yeah.
No. Your face is blocked by the tree. You're so tall.
Oh, I was going to say if anything would pop up over a crowd, it would be my head.
Yeah.
No, there's like a whole like shared universe between those TV shows, isn't there?
Yeah. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and I forgot the other one. Chicago something. And Chicago Med.
It's basically ER, isn't it? Is it the same hospital that ER was in?
Oh, I don't know. Was ER based in Chicago?
Yep.
I didn't know the Chicago ones were from Dick Wolf.
Oh, so it's the Law and Order universe?
Yeah, Law and Order guy.
Or at this point, is it
yeah,
just
they've
like,
had crossover. Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, they did a crossover. That's right. I remember. All right. Well, I think that's all what's new with me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something. This is horrible. All right. Let's move on to gear news. Okay. So the first item up for bidding. Oh,
So your internet running that
acting
slow?
up.
Yeah, your internet's running slow, bud. Love this delay. I'm not editing any of this out. I'll
dang it.
reset while I'm describing the pedal. So Victory has announced the V4 version of the Kraken, coming in on a pedal-sized 180 watt amplifier. Same form factor that they did for the Duchess, but the Kraken being Rabia Massad's signature amp. It also includes some other kind of cool features here. So it has a built-in cab sim based on 2 notes technology. It can do 180 watts at 4 ohms and approximately 90 watts at 8 ohms and 45 watts at 16 ohms. So if you're running like a proper cab, that's 16 ohms and so 45 watts, which is more similar to what, if I remember right, the Kraken was not that powerful of a head.
Yeah.
In the basic version. Didn't they make a high-powered version too?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I haven't followed Victory enough.
I don't think Victory has good enough distribution in the United States yet, because like I think of them as a store brand now. Like they should be carried in a store, but like I've never seen a Victory in like the wild at a guitar store, and like that includes like Chicago Music Exchange and some of the more boutique stuff too.
Yeah,
because they're not built to order, are they? They're
when,
standard.
did we already talk about this, or did we talk about
that? You're probably thinking of the Duchess that they came out with a few months back. They did a Duchess version of it, and so now they're doing the Kraken. So at $1,000, this is actually a pretty complete solution.
Yeah. It looks big.
I mean, it's big in terms of like, if you're debating between an Iridium and this, yeah, it's big. Right? This has actual tubes in it, among other things. And as Diaz figures out his internet time and time again.
I want to reset it so bad.
Yeah. So you got tubes in it. You got full EQ. You've got a reverb circuit in it. I assume that's a digital reverb at this point.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Can do balance line out and a cab sim. It has an effects loop. I mean, if you're looking to do that sound, I think this will actually lead into our topic later. But if you want to do that Rabia Masad genty heavy sound and just have it on your board and that's all you're carrying in, I think this is a good solution. Especially, again, as more and more people tour, not carrying an amp head, it's a good option.
Yeah. It seems like the running direct and like keeping things strictly on your board is definitely a big trend right now.
Well, and you can still run an amp cab if you want. So if you're at a gig where everyone just uses everyone shares 4x12s, you can still plug in on it. Or
I mean, honestly, even if you're using like a lot of even Fender or I don't think Marshall amps, but there's a lot of them where you can just you can just use it as a cab if it's not hardwired. So like if there's a combo there, sorry, that didn't make any sense. Like if there's a combo there as your backline, you can just use it as a cab.
Yeah, you just need a coupler or something to just extend the cable. But yeah, totally.
So I mean, I think it's a pretty great idea. I don't like you said, I don't think Victory's like big in the USA enough.
No, and I mean it's kind of funny because like when Benson came out with their pedal, it got everywhere. Their preamp pedal.
It was just the amp, wasn't it, or something?
Oh, you're thinking of Milkman.
Oh,
Milkman
who did you say?
The amp. I was thinking of Benson, who did their preamp pedal, the Benson preamp.
Oh yeah.
Like they built it. It just felt like they were everywhere, and for whatever reason, here in the States, I haven't seen Victory get adopted and picked up, despite like Anderton's videos feature Victory all the time. Everyone in Britain seems to love them. So
wasn't there Victory motorcycles? Were they British?
I'm
looking it up right now.
Can tell you because there's also the airplane, right?
I'm not sure. Oh no, Victory was American, huh? It was from Salt Lake. Let's see, Salt Lake, Iowa.
I don't know. I just googled Britain Victory, and list of wars Britain has won is very short.
Now the list they've been in a lot longer.
Anyway, now that we've alienated our possible British audience, let's move on to the Atomic Amps updates. The Firebox to the Mark II.
Hold on really quick. If we have any British fans, let's get some bangers and mash. What's up?
Actually, I'd totally be down for that.
So yeah, I even got Scott on board. Let's do it. Okay. Amplifier Mark II, the firebox.
So-
Amplifier box.
Do you remember how big the amplifier box was? Mark One was.
Yeah. It wasn't huge, but I mean it wasn't small.
I mean, it was. This is definitely coming in on that Strymon sized, Iridium sized.
Yeah, right about there.
Sans amp. Honestly, Sans amp has kind of set the tone for what size it should be when you think about it.
Right.
Sorry, Tech 21, not, you mean what I know.
Right.
So now you've got an amp, cab, and favorite solution in here. You can load your own IRs, or you can use their cab sim.
Right.
Headphone jack, which actually is a
That's cool.
rarity in some of these. Actually, does the Iridium have a headphone jack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3-band EQ, master volume, channel level, presence, and gain. Presets can be edited and saved with the onboard toggle switches and right foot switch, or via USB connection to the top of the unit.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So I remember back in the early silent NAM days, the amplifier was like the thing at every station.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is before the Iridium was a thing. This is before a lot of things were a thing. I don't know. Is it too late for this update? Do you think this will make a dent now?
It won't. It's just gonna. I mean, their sales will not increase because of this. I don't think.
I could see people replacing if they're still using an amplifier, an atomic amplifier. That might be one thing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Your robot in again, Diaz.
I don't know. Yep. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
All right, delayed it is.
Yep. While he's rebooting again, Fender has Squire has rolled out a Fender Special Run Mustang, Strat, and Telecaster. The Mustang's key feature, racing stripes. Yeah,
Gotta love racing stripes.
I love the blue with the orange racing stripe.
Has a what's the company? The fuel company. Gulf.
Don't know.
Has that kind of feel? Because the Gulf racing team. All right, never mind.
Well, it looks like a race. The Gulf livery or whatever for shoot, who did it? Who done it? Anyway, it's a bullet competition Mustang racing stripe. HSS Stratocaster now comes in. Actually, have they had a HSS before? I feel like they should have.
What Telecaster?
Strat. HSS.
For Fender Squire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's new about it?
Probably
Colorway?
just the paint. Yeah.
So you've got a Sunburst with a black, and you've got a Seafoam with a white pickguard. And then you've got the Classic 560s Custom Telecaster, which I don't know why they call it a custom, because it has 2 single coils. But has Fender pickups in it. Comes in Candy Tangerine and Candy Apple Green. They haven't announced them yet, but they are listed. Coming in at about 150 pounds all the way up to 380 pounds. So expect them to be about $200 up to 500.
400, 500.
Yep.
They look okay.
I think the racing stripe on the Mustang makes it fun. Again, that's such a cheap guitar already. that people actually like, and they use it as a mod platform and all that. So I think it's a fun, cheap guitar.
Yeah.
Nothing more needed than that, though.
Yeah. Speaking of fun, cheap guitars that are not really needed, we got the Squire Esquire. Seems kind of goofy. Squire Esquire.
The Esquire.
Esquire. The Squire Esquire.
Oh. Isn't the Spanish word for the S?
Yeah.
So if you, in Spanish, this would be Esquire Esquire.
C.
That's all I got on this. It's an Esquire. Right. It's a Telecaster missing a pickup. Missing a pickup. Did they route it? I wonder if they routed out the cavity so you could put that Paisley hidden secret agent pickup in it.
Maybe. Speaking of secret agents, Joe Walsh has Joe Walsh is a secret agent of my heart because he's awesome, but he's got a new PRS McCarty. It's a 594 single cut. Looks amazing.
Only 200 pieces.
Yeah, how much do you think they're going to go for?
$65.50.
Ew.
It's actually not that much more than a normal single cut McCarty. I think the like the high, like the Wood Library ones get into that price point already. Okay. Signature guitar for an artist I've never seen play the guitar. Right?
Yeah, I think he played a lot of PRS before he was heavy into Duesenberg.
I associate Joe Walsh with a Strat.
Yeah, he plays a Strat too. He plays a lot of guitars. Like that's I mean, I don't know. I've seen him play a lot.
I don't know. You think these are going to be? These are probably already sold out, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Eagles fans, like those are like real estate people, like fancy real estate people. Mm-hmm.
So guitar's a little thicker than normal, especially voiced versions of the 5815 pickups. That's all I got.
Okay. We seem really excited about stuff this week.
Yeah, not a ton. Not a ton out there that's really catching my fancy today. I mean, the Kraken was pretty cool.
Yeah. There's still stuff to talk about.
Yeah, there still is.
Let's see if we can get a little hyped up. Woo.
Whoopee.
Up next, Epiphone revives the USA-made Frontier Acoustic.
Yeah. I remember hearing about this first just by its price tag alone.
Please be $2,000.
$4,000.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, very ornate pickguard design. It's a classic design. I don't know if these were ever really as popular as a Hummingbird or any of the Gibson
Songwriter
models. Yeah.
Here's the deal. No.
Just the Epiphone brand name has just been so dragged through the mud of affordable guitars that you just can't push into premium territory.
Not that premium. I don't know. Just don't do it. That's a no, dog. All right. Well, let's move on to the next thing. See if we can get hyped up about it. Tone King unveils the new low-watt Gremlin head.
I'm surprised this is the first... I think this is the first Tone King I've seen that's actually like a small amp head. They've always been kind of quirky combos in my brain.
I saw Tone. They've got a Tone King at my local Guitar Center.
Yeah,
I went there the other day.
they're great amps.
I played the I played the
Imperial?
no, the Sheck. Yeah, I think it was the Imperial.
I mean, that's a good one.
No, but I played a Schecter, the Nick Johnson Telly thing.
Oh,
Or Strat. No, Strat. It was sweet. I want one. Yeah. Anywho, how much do these run for? I can't open up the page without roboting.
about $1,000.
That's not bad.
No, again, for a boutique amp head, $1,000 is a nice little sweet spot. I mean, bear in mind, it's a small. It's a.
How many watts is it? 5?
I think it's actually I think this is kind of a Fender Champ head, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So it's got a lead and a rhythm channel in it. Tweed style overdrive on the lead, bell like highs on the rhythm channel. I think you can kind of read into some of that. 12 AX7 preamp tubes, single 5881 power amp tube. So yeah, isn't that the Champ?
I don't know.
All
Sounds like a champ in my book.
They also have the built-in Iron Man attenuator. Actually, at $1,000, that's actually pretty awesome having the attenuator built into it. Offers a great reactive load so that you can, crank it without making a mess.
Check in. Oh my gosh.
And finally, this week in Harley Benton.
Harley Benton.
They've unveiled the Table Amp V2, a vintage-inspired desktop practice amp for guitarists, uke players, and singers.
All right, hold on. We're playing the game. One of these things is not like the other. What? Why is it? Guitar players, ukulele players, singers.
Thank goodness Chris isn't on the call, so otherwise he'd have bought one sight unseen. Features a 5-inch woofer.
Kylo's a
TRS
big
XLR
Kylo,
input
woofer.
and Bluetooth for streaming audio sources.
That's cool.
Coming in at a whopping 78 euros. So, $100.
That's not bad.
It's all right. I mean, I remember buying a Fender Greta way back in the day, thinking that would be a decent desktop amp, and it just never worked for me.
Yeah.
I sold it last year, 2 years ago.
Oh, really? How long did you have it for?
Years. It just sat. And now that money has turned into a subwoofer for my sound system. Yamaha HS8.
Yamaha.
Also has a 3.5 millimeter input jack if, you still have anything that has a headphone jack on it. Android enthusiasts. I bet it sounds exactly how you think it sounds, and go ahead and go buy it if that's what you want.
That's what I want.
That's what I want.
That's what I want. That's what I want. All right.
Moving on to our topic from our Facebook group. If you want to join our Patreon, you can suggest groups when I have no idea what we're going to do, because Diaz goes, "Hey, when are we recording?" I was like, "I can do it right now." And he goes, "Okay, let's do that."
Wait, did you ask the group for topics?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shoot. And they gave them to us?
Yeah. So this one comes to us from Jason Fuzzmonger.
Oh my gosh.
Who asks for us to build rig using only other people's signature gear.
Right.
Tom Kelly has amended it to suggest that it can also include gear that said person is known for. Examples being Hetfield doesn't have a signature amp, but he might as well. David Gilmour doesn't have a signature amp, but he does. Mike Eisinger doesn't have a signature tremolo verb, etc.
Right. Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yep.
Go.
John Mayer signature Strat, John Mayer custom 2-rock amplifier, Klon Centaur. Done.
Really? That's all you need?
I need a delay and a reverb pedal, but that's
Okay, no, but well, you have to pick someone's pedal board. Bam, that'll be it.
I have to pick John Mayer's pedal board. Can I just have John Mayer's rig because it's just perfection?
Do you just want to be John Mayer?
Yes, except for a single in my 40s part that I'd like to.
Listen, if anyone goes over to Scott's house and he's wearing John Mayer as a skin suit, don't be surprised.
Put some lotion in the basket.
Wow.
Yep.
Why did he sound like Russian or like German?
I just tried to mimic the voice and I failed. That's why.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to bring attention to that. How bad that was.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, all right. Dang it. I didn't even think about this well enough. All right. Signature guitar, Steve Lukather.
Okay.
Pedal board, I would have to go with Chris Shiflett. Has a really cool pedal board. It's pretty basic, but it's got a lot of, I mean, I think it can cover some of the most ground. Oh shit. No, I'm gonna stick with that guitar. Never mind. I was thinking about Dave Grohl's guitar, but Steve Lukather's guitar is okay. Signature amp. That's a tough one. Dang. I want to pick one really quick because I don't want to hold up the whole show. I'll go with Dave Grohl's Mesa.
Solid?
All right. No. I'll go with Dave Grohl's AC30.
Actually, so what if I went all one artist basically with their entire rig, right?
Right.
So should I do a mix and match?
Yeah, do a mix and match, and then I'll pick an artist's entire rig.
Okay, so this is going to actually sound really goofy, but John Petrucci's
Majesty?
No, his amp.
Mesa Boogie?
He uses a Mesa Mark, right?
Yeah, the Mark IV
Yeah.
or something like that.
I mean, that's kind of cheating because that amp does everything.
Yeah. No, well, that amp is just solid all the way around. That's a good choice.
Pedal board, Mike Eisinger.
Yeah, that's a good one. Covers a lot of ground.
And also, like, it's all accessible to you right off the bat. You know, like,
right.
Just the big thing, just all the boss pedals.
Right.
And then another signature guitar.
Dave Grohl.
I don't. If I only had to pick one guitar, it would not be a Dave Grohl though.
Ooh, do Mike's PRS McCarty semi hollow.
That's I was thinking of PRS.
I would do Mike's semi hollow.
Yeah, that was a sweet guitar. Though he plays so many different things now, but
now
again,
he plays.
But now, why don't I just get a tremolo
please.
and just call it Mike Eisinger's rig?
Okay, because you don't need to do that because the Petrucci amp was great.
Yeah. So of the signature PRSs, Zach Myers.
That's a good one.
Because Tramp is green.
Yeah. Ooh. Or Tremonti.
Yeah. Tremonti's pickups are a little heavy for me, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got to pick a rig where it's just one complete artist.
Yeah. I mean, this is where you say Dave Grohl, right?
No, probably not. Dave Gilmore.
Active Strat, high watt.
Yeah, and a whole lot of kick-ass fuzz and delay.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. All right. What's some more topics?
Will LaHue wants us to discuss race relations in America.
Oh, fuck that. We are too white to be talking about that. Oh, did I just open up that can of worms?
Well, I'll point out a fun thing of if you study American social history and music side by side, you'll know that music is kind of the bridger between cultures and all the like. So make more music, people.
Because white people like to steal black people's music.
And don't dismiss the influence of cross-generate, like the music trends going the other way too. It happens.
Yeah.
So music has been a wall buster for race relations in America, and let's stop keeping and let that happen. Encourage it more.
Yeah. Crossovers. All right.
What we really need is Aerosmith and Run DMC to get back together and heal America.
How about if we can get who did Ebony and Ivory? Let's get them back together. That's all I'm saying. Ebony
Paul McCartney
and Ivory and Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Yeah. They're still alive.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder can finally admit that he's not blind.
We are the world. We are the children.
That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories, is that Stevie Wonder's not actually blind.
I believe it. Like, no joke. He's not blind. I mean, he's like, he has a problem seeing, but he's not fully blind. He can see things.
Oh. That's less fun.
I think he's legally blind.
Oh. Well.
Which makes it great because George W. Bush waving at him is less crazy because maybe George W. Bush knows the truth.
Did you ever think that, what is it? We're 16 years later now? 12 years later?
And George W. Bush would be a national treasure?
Yeah. We would think more fondly on him than when he was in office.
Listen, you know what? All right. So we're going to go politics really quick. I'm a firm believer of George W. Bush got one of the shortest ends of the stick candidate or presidencies than most presidents, because look at what happened. I mean, granted, George W. Bush will not go down as the orator of our generation. And I mean, he's not a total buffoon, but he sure appears to be one. And you had all these people like, Twin Towers got hit. Everyone's like, let's go kick some ass. So he goes over there, and like, as soon as people start dying, everyone's like, oh, what the hell's going on? People didn't realize that there's going to be a cost for this war, and it's going to cost lives. And then like, everyone hated him for it.
I never would have put you as such a George W. Bush apologist.
You know what? It's really the fact that I feel like George W. Bush truly cared about America and tried to do what he thought was best. A lot of it came from, if you listen to George W. Bush just talk about, America and stuff like that. I mean, the man truly loves the country.
I heard him speak once.
In person?
Yep.
Okay, because I heard him speak a lot of times, but it was usually on YouTube.
No, so my sister, when she graduated college, he was the keynote speaker at her graduation.
Oh, that's cool.
While being president.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Was it a liberal college?
It was Calvin College in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
That did not answer my question. I don't know their political stance.
Private Christian college.
Oh, they loved him.
In Western Michigan. Where half the things are named DeVos.
He loved them hard.
Yep.
All right. So that's pretty cool. All right. Anywho, what's the next thing on the list? We'll stop Diaz talking about George W. Bush. I do love his paintings, though. By the way, the fact that he paints and I think he sells them and like donates the money, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's about veterans.
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing. He's one of the presidents that, like, I don't know. He really did love our troops.
Honestly, just that picture of him hugging Michelle Obama, or Michelle Obama hugging him.
Oh my gosh. No. Just have you seen
just
like all
picture.
the cute things between them though? like giving candy to each other? Like how they're always having to like talk and hang out at all the functions. They're like best friends. That's amazing.
Well, I mean, if anybody understands what it's like to be president and first lady, it's presidents and first ladies. Like that's a unique experience that they share that probably bonds them.
Yeah, Kylo, dude, we are not done. He's just sitting here crying. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know if you can hear him.
I heard him. Does he has thoughts on Bush?
I don't know. I think he's more of an Obama fan, and we started talking about Michelle and.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no.
Right. Last thing is Tom wants to hear about how much better the Quad Cortex is, but he assumes that's already in the notes. Yes, it is awesome. So my buddy, his name's Anthony. He has a Pod X3.
Yeah,
and he swears that is the best guitar tone he can get, and like. He's kind of right. He can get these amazing tones out of this thing. For some reason, the Pod X3 was the thing he could just dial in so well.
Some of those, I don't know. I hated the pods. Like some of the pod. Which one's the 3? Or did you say the XT?
This is the X3. So it's when it actually went up to like the Helix sized thing.
Okay. Yeah,
it's all in one foot controller and it has those like pedal handle things, the knob protector handles.
Right.
I think part of it is at least to me, I never knew that the pod wasn't supposed to go into an amp. So I've never used a pod direct.
Oh, I have. It was horrible.
Okay. So. But yeah, it's look at all these years later and where that has gone. Eventually, they were right.
Eventually.
But yeah, so I ran his favorite. His X3 is like hanging on for dear life, but he loves the sound of it. And he's like, I don't know if I'll be able to dial in another one as well. So we grabbed it and we captured it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've got some profiles that I'm making right now of that. And then I'm gonna now that I've got it in the Quad Cortex, I'm gonna also Kemper it. Just so he always has that tone that he dialed in from the X3.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because he's vacillating. He's like, should I get a Quad Cortex? Should I get a Kemper? What should I get? He's using an Iridium right now. That's his main thing. But
how does he feel about it?
He likes it.
That's good.
He didn't like the HX Stomp, but
really,
yeah. But that was a while ago, and I know other people that have actually switched back to an HX Stomp.
I've been really fighting the idea of getting a Stomp.
I think from a value perspective, if you're like, the Iridium and the Stomp sound about the same, the Stomp is a better value.
Right. And that's the thing too. I mean, the Stomp, you can also download like other people's presets and you don't have to use your pedals. Like you've got you have so much more flexibility with that as well. And the routing in that thing, like, dude, no.
Should we just put Kylo on mic?
Kylo thinks this episode should be done.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, I don't know if you can hear him licking me, but now he's getting thanks for joining us, guys. Go check out theeffectsloop.com. It's got the links to all of our cool stuff like the Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, email, and our Patreon and our
Stringjoy link.
And our Stringjoy link, you got to go there to buy your Stringjoy. You can't go to stringjoy.com anymore. They actually took that website down. So you got to use the link on the website. Sorry about that. Sorry, boot that.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. Want some poutine? All right. Well,
I do.
I know you do. I've never tried it, and I'm really nervous to try it.
Do you like mashed potatoes and gravy with cheese?
Yeah.
Now imagine if it had a crunch to it.
Ooh.
That's poutine.
All right, Kyle, we'll go get some poutine. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
For real, Kyle, what the
pushing along. We are one. So let's come together, show 'em some love. There are many things that this world needs, but the most important one is unity. United we stand, divided we fall. Through the ages,
We do have a topic.
Yeah, we do.
Should I just make you do the Beck's depression inventory and let you know your score when you're done?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. I'm really happy to do that.
Yep.
Does that say something about on my score?
Possibly.
Welcome to the Depressed Loop. I'll be your host.
Yeah, start.
Diaz. With me as always, Scott.
This song is not about race or politics, but the hate that resides in the hearts of men. Desperate times calling desperate measures. So why don't we be desperate to love each other?
Let's erase hate from the dictionary. Why is negativity always drawn out? Picture every visualized love. Energized lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in a community that remains happy. Forever after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated.
Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz,
I'm Scott.
and we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community.
This wasn't possible.
This episode's brought to you by. Oh, that's where the music goes, sir. Did you put the music in there?
Are you just on a delay right now? Is that what's going on?
I think there is a delay.
Yeah, you're delayed. Crap.
Well, I'll hang up. You go back in. We can start over. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
No delay?
Not. Here. 3, 2, 1. That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, we brought it back. Woo!